What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about the Ethereum Merge, in particular the downsides. Now, look, there's going to be massive upsides to Ethereum Merge, but this could affect a number of different cryptos. So I want to look at why and how they can be affected, because people do need to be aware. Because there's not tons you have to do. You know, if in fact, to be fair, if you're just holding Ethereum, you don't have to change a bloody thing. But if you're in smart contracts, as an example, you might need to be aware of this. Because this is going to have widespread impacts. So if you've got ERC20 tokens, you are going to want to pay attention. Before I get into that, I update the spreadsheet. Now, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. They're actually the first 26 coins I held after the 2018 crash. Had you invested $100 into each of these when I released the videos about them, at the prices of recording, and you're still holding that cryptos, you'd be in profit for around 9.4K. That's off of a $2,600 investment. So you'd be sitting on 12 Gs. If, however, you just sold all those cryptos when the markets were flying high during the bull cycle, you would have been in profit for 123K. Add in the $2,600 that you invested as well, you'd be sitting on 126,000. So about a 50x, which is not bad. Phantoms tops the list. That's a Udemy course I did where I said it would 100x. It was going to be the best investment of the year. Obviously, it did way more than that. In fact, the $20 that it cost for the Udemy course would have netted you 13 grand. Now, if you want to see the coins I'm buying, come check out Copy My Crypto. The link's in the description. It's where I share every coin I buy and sell. Obviously, the market's crashed, so I'm not selling anything, but I'm looking at buying. I've built my portfolio and it's already looking very nice. I'm going to add to the positions I've got. I'm also going to add some brand new positions, some brand new cryptos into that portfolio. Ones I think can do 50, 60, 100x. So if you want to see what they are, come and check out the site, because I'm not going to do another Udemy course. I'm just going to tell the members. So if you want to know about the next big coins, go to the site. And if it resonates with you, I'll see you there. Really simple vid today. I just want to talk about this because the merge is going to be happening on the 13th. So the merge is going to affect potentially stable coins and DeFi. DApp Radar's reported claim red alerts rather for stable coins and DeFi. The Ethereum merge is obviously going to happen. I mean, it should be on the 14th, between the 13th and the 15th. And there's going to be a big sector of the market that could be damaged. So obviously it's great going to proof of stake rather than proof of work. You know, that means the energy consumption drops by about 99.99%. And reports like have come from people like MakerDAO, who have expressed concern through Twitter about that the merge could do more harm than good. MakerDAO actually worries that the upcoming upgrade could negatively impact Ethereum's network security and performance. There's also the potential of network downtime, which almost certainly will happen because not all Ethereum-based protocols would have moved to proof of stake with the Ethereum chain. Maker also noted that this could affect users and transactions alike. Similarly, a replay attack on a DAI fork or a Maker fork was not left out of the question. So they actually tweeted out about this, and it's worth having a look at this now, to be fair, because these are concerning. So the merge is coming up, and obviously an Ethereum proof of work fork is a real possibility. We already know there's going to be one. So what are the potential risks Maker faces in the event? So this is the second part of a recap of the recent Risk Core Units publication. So this thread is focused on the potential fork risk that could impact. So that could impact Maker. So liquidity pool protocols, Oracle networks and indices, network downtime, and replay attacks. Liquidity pool protocols, a significant subset of assets would become worthless in the hypothetical forked chain. This could cause insolvency in lending markets and incentivize users to borrow all available Ethereum as the asset most likely to retain some post-fork value. To the extent that users believe the proof of work Ethereum will retain some significant value, they should tend to prefer vault-style lending mechanisms instead of liquidity pools, where they are unlikely to be able to withdraw their proof of work fork ETH due to insolvency. ETH withdrawals from liquidity protocols could cause a spike in Ethereum borrowing costs that would put pressure on leveraged staked ETH positions and impact the price parity with Ethereum. In the DEX case, the majority of non-ETH tokens will become worthless on a proof of work fork chain, causing liquidity pools to lose any potential value from forked Ethereum held in liquidity pools. That could, as a result, incentivize users to pull liquidity near the merge. Other impacts for makers are possible migration of users from extending lending protocols to maker vaults. That could put possible pressure on the staked ETH. And near the merge, there's a potential for decline in the DEX liquidity for Ethereum pairings. Responses are going to be to monitor user behavior and maintain competitive rates to facilitate any potential migrations, monitor staked ETH leverage positions and ETH lending utilization on Aave and EULA, and monitor exchange liquidity and consider parameter changes if they're needed. Oracle networks and indices. If a key exchange lists proof of work forked ETH without appropriate ticker or API changes, it could result in forked ETH price being delivered to Oracle networks instead of the mainnet ETH. This has the potential to cause a wave of liquidations, forced selling, and funding rate increases. And that is a real issue. Imagine if you're liquidated because the price Oracle or the Oracle has ended up sending the wrong ETH price to the network. Major issue. And the impacts are increased possibility of bad data delivered to Oracle networks and the possibility of market disruption due to bad price data incorporating third-party oracles or perpetual indices. Responses are going to be confirmed centralized exchange plans with respect to the proof of work fork listing, which at the moment, as far as I'm aware, it's only just in Tron's, I think it's Poloniex, the only ones that have confirmed that they're going to. And encouraging industry players to adopt alternative ticker for any proof of work forked ETH, which I think is going to be it's going to be ETH POW, I think. Network downtime is obviously a risk because the merge has technical fault risks that could cause liveness failures and unavailability. If Ethereum goes down for a period of time, maker could experience discontinuous price drops in collaterals, and that would push vaults into a liquidation or insolvency. The risk of downtime or liveness failures is low, but it is surely higher than during standard Ethereum operations. And they're just going to have to consider parameter changes to increase safety on vault positions and encourage users to increase their own margin of safety against liquidations in the lead up to the merge upgrade, because we could see a flurry of liquidations. And then you've got replay attacks. Users may fall victim to so-called replay attacks. And replay attacks allow for a transactional message signed on one chain to be replayed on another in certain cases. EIP 155 adds chain ID as a transaction signature parameter, but there's no guarantee that a proof of work fork chain would adopt a different chain ID from the mainnet. If the chain ID is the same, transactions intended for mainnet or forks chain could be replayed on the other chain. And again, that could cause serious issues in terms of, losses of funds and damage to transactions. This is legitimately quite a lot of potential downsides. You then also have the issues with regards to stablecoins. Circle and Tether are obviously massive stablecoin issuers, and they're supporting the merge, but there are community members that are concerned about the planned migration. And you've also got Grayscale, who have expressed concerns that the merge can impact ERC20s. This is especially likely if there are hard forks, which again, we know there are going to be. According to Grayscale, the merge could result in tokens locked in smart contracts indefinitely, forcing holders to begin liquidating their tokens before the merge. Now, the merge obviously is wiping out the energy costs of Ethereum and the energy consumption of Ethereum. And there's a lot of positives to the Ethereum merge, but if you do have ERC20s locked in smart contracts, it might be worth closing those positions, because with the resulting hard forks and with the technical difficulties around doing something like the merge, if your ERC20s or anything are locked in a smart contract, you may end up being in a position where they're stuck in that smart contract, and that could be insanely problematic. So it's something to bear in mind. And obviously, as we get closer to the merge, we're going to probably see way more transactions on the Ethereum network. So that means as people are pushing transactions through, the cost of those transactions are rising. So if you've got a ton of money in a smart contract, you might have to spend a ton of money to get it out if you're delaying doing it. And it's just more of an FYI and a warning, because while there is the positives of the Ethereum merge are there are risks, and people need to be aware of them. If you are a stablecoin holder or someone with funds in the smart contract, how are you feeling about this? Is any trepidation? Are you nervous? Are you thinking about withdrawing from the smart contract? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you know when new content's coming out as well. And guys, if you want to see the coins I'm buying up in this bear cycle, the ones that I think can do the 20, the 40, the 50, the 100x gains, come check out Copy My Crypto. Obviously, when you look at the spreadsheet, you can see, a lot of the coins that I found in bear cycles. In fact, I think the top sort of 7 I found in the bear cycles. Phantom obviously leads the way, but that was a Udemy course as well, where I said it would be the best investment, and I was right. I won't do another Udemy course. It's effort doing all of that. I can literally tell the members on my site and tell them what I think based on the information that I read. I'm whittling down a list of coins that I think have that 100x potential, and when I decide to pull the trigger on one of those investments, I'll be letting the members know. So if you want to know what that is, go to the site, and if the site resonates with you, by the way, it's all verifiable because it's on YouTube. If the site resonates with you, I look forward to seeing you there. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.